Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Live Flow Grow. My name is Christina. In today's how-to tutorial, I want to share with you how to do headstand. The first thing we're going to do is warm up the shoulders. Then we're going to open the shoulders. Then we're going to do a couple of shoulder activations. Shoulder mobility, shoulder strength is really important for headstand. So let's begin in plank pose. Stack the shoulders right on top of the wrists. Lengthen through your heels. Pull the belly in. Lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Shift forward, find plank. Lift up and back. Shift forward. Couple more times. Move with your breath. Feel the stretch in your shoulders. Explore your body. And release. Bring the knees down. Keep your knees the way they are. Keep the hips right on top of your knees as you extend the arms forward, puppy stretch. Let your heart melt down. And allow your forehead to melt down on the mat. If this is not accessible for you, you can slide a block underneath your forehead. I want you to stay here and to breathe into the stretch of your shoulders. Let your heart melt. Bring the chin down if you can. And slowly, with control, slide yourself down on your belly. Take one of your blocks in your right hand, extend the arms out to the side. Lift the arms up, lift the chest up. Bring the block behind you, clasp your block with your hands and pull the clasp away from you. Opening through the front body, pulling the shoulders down your back. The block stays with your left hand. Open the arms out to the side. Bring the block forward. Clasp your block with your hands. Reach your arms away from you. Lengthen through your arm bones. And take the block with your right hand. I'll bring the hands out to the side. And release. My recommendation here is to practice those 3 warm-ups until you have really good range of motion in your shoulders, until you can do puppy stretch with your forehead going down on the mat. The next step for headstand is to place the hands down. We're gonna work on the shoulder activation. So bring the hands parallel to each other. Make sure your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. You can do that by bringing your fingers to your elbows. Extend the arms in front of you. Now clasp your hands. I'm sorry, not clasp them, but interlace your fingers like that. Like you're creating a little nest. This little nest is where your head is gonna go. So when you create this little nest, with the hands down, keep the fingers up for now, and really press into the elbows. From here, bring the head down and lift the upper back. It's just like gentle lift, gentle push. Keep lifting, keep practicing. Just moving your upper back. This is that shoulder activation I was talking about. This is so important to have it. This is where actually begins. From here, you're pressing the floor away from you. You're creating that engagement in your upper back. You're creating that connection from the floor to your body, from the floor, from your ground, where you're stable, going up. And this is how the whole column of your body is gonna stack. When you have that stability in your shoulders, in your upper back, then that translates all the way up to the toes, to your toes. So if you have that and you really can feel that activation here in your shoulders, you can take one block, have it between the hands, squeeze the block in, press the elbows down, curl your toes, and lift the hips up. We're going to stay here for a couple of breaths, pressing the floor away from you, lengthening through the upper back. Press, press, press. Push, push, push. As you do that, keep on breathing. Keep on squeezing the elbows. Don't let them splay out. If your elbow starts splaying out, then your base is misaligned. Then your whole column going up, it won't stay up because the base is not what it's supposed to be. And the weight of the body is not distributed the way it's supposed to be for you to stay up. So if you have that, the next step, one block or two blocks. If it's higher, would be better. If you have only one block, you can do a book at the bottom and maybe a block on the top. Stack them towards the back of the mat. Bring your feet on them. The next step is bring your hands down, clasp your fingers, and place your head in your hands. Press into the blocks and lift your hips up. Don't let all your weight to be on the crown of the head. So actively press the floor away from you from your elbows. Lift one leg up. Release. The other one. And release. One more time. Lift the right leg up. Let go. Left leg up. Let go. Last one on the right. Pull your belly in. Press the floor away from you. And last one on the left. Good. Step down from the blocks. Bring the knees down and slowly press yourself up. Resting in child's pose here, it's a great way to break up all of the steps if you want to do that. And really be patient with yourself. Place your hands down. Create the little basket for your head. Bring the crown of the head down. Squeeze your head and lift it up. Don't let any of your weight to be on your head. This is a big no-no, because then you compress your neck, and from there are all those complications. So most of your weight, like 90% of the weight, should be on the hands, on the forearms and the elbows. The rest could be on the forehead, but you're really squeezing your forehead with your hands and you're really lifting it up. Okay, you got this. Lift yourself up, lift the hips up, come on your toes. Find your toes and walk your feet as close to your forearms as you can. Trying to bring your hips right on top of your elbows. Bend one knee in, bring the leg in, and release. Left foot in, and release. Right leg in, and release. Left one, release. One more time on the right, push the floor away from you, and one more time on the left. Good job. Bring the knees down and rest in child's pose. In your child's pose, you can rock your head from side to side. making sure there's no tension in your neck, making sure there's no pain in your neck. If there's any sign of pain, any sign of something pinching in your neck, please stop. Take a break, take a couple of days break, and then come back to it. The next step, everything's going fine, you're feeling confident, and you know that you got it. Bring the hands down. Create a little basket for the crown of the head. The crown of the head slides down. Hug the elbows in. Lift your hips up. Walk your feet in towards your midline. Bend the right knee in. And from here, see if you can lift the other leg up. See if you can stack your knees right on top of your shoulders, right on top of your hips right on top of the shoulders. Stay here. Slowly bring the knees in, one leg down, and the other one should follow. Bring the feet down, and rest in child's pose. Okay. It's really important to pull your belly in so you can control the lift up of your hips. And then when the next step is when we extend the legs up, really pulling the belly in to keep your legs in line. Zipping the inner thighs, inner ankles in towards each other, creating one strong line between your legs. So the last step is to do the proper handstand. Bring the hands down, create a little basket for the crown of the head. Crown of the head comes down, lift up, bend one knee in, lift yourself up, use your belly, use your core. Knees are up. Now we have to extend our legs. Take your time, listen to your body. Squeeze your inner ankles, inner thighs towards each other, and find one long line from the crown of the head to your toes. Bring the knees in and bring them down. And rest in well-deserved child's pose. Rock your head from side to side. Find the crown of the head, lift the hips up and roll up and down alongside the crown of the head. Stretching the back of the neck, massaging your whole head here. And release the hips down. Press yourself up. I highly recommend you using a wall nearby when you're lifting yourself up. Because knowing that you have something as a support, it will be easier for you, less stressful. And you should be patient with yourself, and you should give yourself the time to learn. I hope that tutorial was useful for you. Let me know how did you like it in the comments below. Hit the like button and the subscribe button to my channel for more videos like that. Thanks again for practicing with me. Namaste.